I'm going to talk today about under eye concealer. As you can see, my eyes are always red. This is just how they always are. No matter how much sleep or how good my diet is or how de-stressed I am in life, they are always red. And I just feel like for me, under eye concealer is the one thing that always gives me a lift, makes me feel better and just brighter. But obviously as I'm getting older, I have more fine lines, more little wrinkles around the area. And so for me, concealer, the way you put it on and how you wear it and the type of concealer that you're using really makes all the difference. With our Instant Under Eye Concealer, it's a self-setting, super hydrating and highly pigmented concealer, meaning you only need a small amount to really get maximum effect. And then the technique I'm going to show you is really the best way that I feel you can put on your under eye concealer if you want to get rid of any redness around the area, any blue or dark circles, without then making the area look caked in makeup or that it'll sit into any fine lines or wrinkles. So the first thing for me is always picking the right shade of concealer. I would never go more than half a shade lighter than my foundation, because for me, if you go any lighter than that, it makes it really obvious that you've got this lightness underneath the eye, and sometimes then it can draw attention or highlight any fine lines and wrinkles in the area. So I would always stick around the same or a half a shade lighter than my actual base. I'm using our shade 3 of our Instant Under Eye Concealer, and you see here where my dark circle finishes. So just this little groove here, this is where I will always start my concealer. And the reason for that is that when I'm blending it in, I'm going to blend it up to underneath my lash line so that there's a very small amount of product up there. We don't want to overload that area because it's right under here where we have these little fine lines and wrinkles, and it's where you can pull product if you put too much on. The other place is just here in the inner corner of the eye, because we do tend to pull a lot of shadow in there. And then if you want to give a little bit of a lift, just go slightly down from the eye here as well. The other thing I'd say is remember that it's easier to add on than it is to take off. So if you just start with a little bit and then build it if you need it, but often you won't. And like once you get to know a product, you'll see that you won't need a whole lot. Then I'm going to take my concealer brush and I'm going to start tapping it from the bottom and working my way up to underneath the lash line. So this is our double-ended brush, but you can use your normal concealer brush to just tap it in and push it up to underneath the lower lash line. As you're pushing it in as well, that tapping motion, there's two actual benefits to this. So tapping it in, one, is gentler to the skin around the eye because you're not pulling or dragging on it. And by tapping it like this, you're actually setting the concealer as you apply it. So it means that once you have applied it, it's set in place, it's not going to move or budge throughout the day, and you're going to get that perfect finish. Like, look at the difference already. It's taken away all of that darkness and redness around my eye, and just looks so much better. Like, it looks here like I've had no sleep at all, and then on this side I look so much fresher. Then the other thing that you want to do is, say if you, like me, have quite a deep crevice here and you want to make sure that that does not look like anything, you want that to just disappear away. You're going to take a little bit of your translucent powder, teeny tiny amount, and either on your complexion sponge or back into your concealer brush, take the smallest amount, shake off the excess, and then tap it, because what we're doing here is just knocking back shine. So we're making the area look flat, and it just smooths out the skin around the eye. And it's like, again, the teeny tiniest amount, because you don't want to overload that area with powder either. Our translucent powder is so finely milled that it will not cake or crease in the skin. But like, look at the difference now between one and the other. It's quite incredible, and it literally takes 2 minutes and so little product. Yes, we have a total difference in the eyes now. So I'm going to go and even myself up, and then I'll come back and show you what it's like together. Just before I go and finish my base, I just wanted to show you what they were like together. It's so easy, so quick to do, and it makes such a difference. So that is my makeup all finished. I really hope this was helpful, but as always, if you have any questions at all, just let me know and I will talk to you soon.